There was a horse sold this summer in Missouri, probably the most famous horse in the world, Trigger. RFD-TV paid a lot of money to own the mounted figure of this celebrity equine, Roy Rogers, Paramount Palomino. They also purchased his dog, Bullet. Now, I like horses, and I like pretty horses, but like most cowboys, I like good horses. And even the toughest, no-nonsense working cowboy could look at Roy Rogers and say, well, he rode good horses. I'm of the age that can remember when Roy Rogers was king of the Hollywood cowboys. Roy and Dale, Pat Brady, Nellie Bell, Gabby, Trigger, Buttermilk, and Bullet became part of my idiom. I can't think of Roy without thinking about Trigger. It's hard to explain to teens today that being a good person pays off. Instant technology and instant answers to almost any question can be found on the internet today. The one question that the internet can't answer is what's the right thing to do. Well, that's what Roy taught us. He and Hoppy, Rex, Gene, Cisco, Lone, and Sky, in their simple parables, they showed us the difference between good and bad, between right and wrong. They led us to believe that the code of the West boils down to doing the right thing. If Roy called me on the phone tonight, I'd recognize his voice immediately. And if he asked me what was going on, I'd tell him about the great honor that we have paid his horse and his dog, and that we still think about him, and that kids still are watching these old movies because there's still a market for heroes in our kids and our grandkids. I'd also mention that many of us appreciate that in his private life, he lived up to the image of his movie character, a decent man. That's not a bad way to be remembered. Of course, speaking of being remembered, there's that horse sale. Haythorne's Horse Prophet sold for $50,000. I took a paint gelding in trade for a speaking job, and RFD-TV paid $266,000 for Trigger. They also bought Bullet for $35,000. You'd have thought at that price, they'd have thrown Bullet in for free. Well, this is Baxter Black on Rex Allen Saddle from out there.